All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I am your host, Vays, coming to you live as the markets have been open for about 15 minutes. I will, of course, be late for Swan Spaces. I had trouble getting it to work yesterday, so I couldn't speak. Missed Aladdin that was talking about Bitcoin cards. Anyway, I'll try again today. Let's go to the charts. This is a very exciting day. I am very bullish, as I have been the last several days. And today's no different. Oh, I need to change my background. Choose visual background. Let's go with our green screen. We are bullish. I am bullish. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm bullish. So let's go. Screen share. Here we go. All right, we went through this chart yesterday. I might do it again today, but let's just go straight to the weekly. Kind of left it in that chart. We are sitting right at the 200. Nope, sorry. We are sitting right under the 200-week moving average. That is super important. The moving average is still rising, and hopefully it will continue to be rising. We were sitting below it for a little while, and now we're threatening to close above this moving average, which is at 25,400. But a close above 25,000 is enough for me. Yes, technically it's a rejection, but we are now approaching this moving average for the third time this year. There's only so many times this moving average is going to act as resistance. You can see how it acted as resistance one time last year when we went into it in August of 2022. Now, I can make the argument that the reason we went over this average is because we didn't fall sufficiently enough below it in order for it to be perfect resistance. Had the price of Bitcoin fallen down into that $15,000 area and maybe closed the candle or two, so it would have acted as a perfect resistance. Another way of me saying that is this move. Well, I'm going to use the candle close to candle close. This move of candle close to candle close, had it happened right from the MRI support line, it would have been about the same size, but it would have perfectly gotten rejected by the moving average. So to me, this is still a clean rejection. Now we're approaching it from a lower area. It was very clear rejection. And now we're approaching it again. And I don't think it's going to pull us back this time. I think we are going to break it this time around. That's my weekly outlook. We still have tomorrow for the stock market to stay open. And then Bitcoin will be left up to its own devices over the weekend. I think the weekend will be nice and calm this weekend. I'm not expecting anything huge from Bitcoin this weekend, so it needs to do it by Friday. Our allocation chart. I am very confident in my 100% bullish allocation. We have 1.5 days left in this candle, and the moment the next candle begins, the moving averages would have crossed over. They would be perfectly lined up. It's unfortunate that we're so far away from the long-term moving average now. Would have been nicer to have them bunched closer together, but hey, nothing's perfect. And I'm still confident in this breakout area. The daily chart looks great. I think I'm missing stuff. MRI didn't show up. Why didn't it show up? Let's refresh. Happens sometimes. Let's reload. Can't look at a chart without the MRI. Let's look at that funding rate. I haven't looked at the funding rate in a long time. See, the funding rate is still favoring the bulls. Like, there isn't enough overwhelming bullishness in Bitcoin. That's amazing. That is absolutely awesome. The RSI still has plenty of room to the upside. The MACD is very bullish and will be even more bullish in a few days when we cross the zero bound. And the CMF is not great. I'm not happy about this divergence. But if we pop to 30K, the world will be all right again. Okay, the daily chart looks great. We still have room on the MRI before a top. This next top, by the way, I will not be looking for a full-blown reversal. I will not anticipate the next MRI top to take us into an MRI bottom. I will only expect us to pull back into the moving average at worst, which is 23K, and hopefully just a 1 to 4 candle correction. Let's do some shout outs. Shout out Eastside Tony. Hey man, I haven't seen you in forever. Eric Tan, thanks for joining me. Oil price coming down will reduce inflation. You are absolutely right. Am I still bullish on oil? I haven't seen the oil chart yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 24.8. Let's go to the short-term chart. You know, we're still down a little bit here. Maybe I was a little bit cavalier on my outlook. Something like this. No, we're a little bit below it. Not a big deal. I think today is going to be a good day. I have a good feeling about today. Lots of people will be using Bitcoin for their gambling in the NCAA tournament starts today. I'm going to go watch it. I have not participated in an NCAA bracket in about 3 to 5 years. I used to do it all the time. I used to talk about it on this show back in the day. I filled out my bracket. It's right here. I have not paid it. I have not even watched a single highlight from a single college basketball game this year. I don't know a single player that's going to go into the NBA. Guys, I was a huge NBA fan back in the day. I used to watch college sports all the time. And I used to go into these NCAA tournaments. I used to have watched almost every single team play at one point or another. So I was very familiar with who's playing. I had no idea Houston was good because I think they've been good the last few years. I had no idea. I have not paid attention to college basketball in at least 3 years minimum, probably more, because 3 years ago was the COVID year and it all stopped. So probably 5 years. So this is my bracket. After I filled it out, I saw that the Jayhawks won it last year. And I've won this tournament in the past with Jayhawks. So I don't care that they won it last year. It's like a coin flip. Just because it landed 10 times in a row doesn't mean that it can't land 11 times in a row. The odds are still 50-50 on a coin flip. I cannot possibly root for nor pick Alabama to go all the way. I don't even have them in the Final Four. I'm just not an Alabama fan, period. In any college sport, I'm a Florida State fan. And also, I heard about their off-the-court issues, so I can't support that. And so there we go. I heard Purdue has one like ridiculously good player. But yeah, so this is the bracket. That's my bracket. It's mostly chalk. Not many upsets because I don't know any teams. So I should over to a friend's house today. I gotta do his podcast. He has a podcast on I don't want to say comic books, but he's been in the comic book space for his whole career since college. A friend of mine from college. I've been on this podcast talking Star Wars. I've been on two of my friends have like one of them is only Star Wars, and the other one is like everything comic book and everything that world. Anything that's at Comic-Con. Like he has a booth at Comic-Con every year. At least he used to. So he used to draw his own comic. He used to work for one of those comic magazines. And he has a podcast as well on all things. I don't even know what the name of it is. Like Marvel and DC and like all that stuff. Movies and comics. That entire Comic-Con world. Yeah, back to crypto. I like this candle, our 1 hour candle. Really like this candle this morning. We're going to take a look at the stock market at 10 a.m. Hopefully the data feed is back. Hopefully they resolved the data feed issue. They did. Okay, great. We're going to go to a 1 minute chart. Oh, this is primed for a 10 a.m. reversal. Oh, I would be all over the short trade. I mean, I don't really care that it's a 1 minute sell here. What am I missing? It's 9:56. This is 9:32. 9:48. What is going on? Where is my data? What the hell? Why is there 15 minutes missing? Anyway, there's 15 minutes missing. I thought this didn't look like 30 candles. We're a few minutes behind. Unless the clock on my computer is wrong. Man, I don't want to be bearish on the stock market right now, and it's not moving. I don't know. There's a data issue. Some kind of data issue. They need to solve their data problems. I can change the ticker, but then I'll be on a delay. 9:57. Still 2 minutes behind, though. Something wrong with the data. I'll stick to the 5 minute chart. I used to trade the 10. I used to identify 10 minute chart and 5 minute chart for this trade. That's the 9:30 candle. That's the opening candle. And then we're reversed. So off the open, we're up 15 points. That's not huge. But I'd say the 10 a.m. reversal's coming. So how would I take this trade? Trade doesn't work every time. I don't want to go bearish right now. I was hoping it would drop and then go up at 10 a.m. But it is what it is. It's 10 a.m. right now, but I don't know how clean this candle is. The candle might be off. This right here is a 9:57 candle. So we still have a few more minutes. Because on my laptop, it's not 10 a.m. yet. I know in reality it's 10 a.m. and you guys probably seeing real live data 5 minutes past me. But this is what I have to work with. And this is an educational channel, not a follow the leader trade channel. And this is supposed to be moving every single second. So something is obviously wrong. Yeah, I really need to add a 5-minute candle. There we go. Still waiting for that 10 a.m. candle that should have started a minute ago. All right, we'll get back there real quick though. Let me open gold, silver. I think I'm going to sell more silver this weekend. Oh, wow. Look at oil. Yeah, like I said yesterday, this is, I would be out. I would be out all bullish oil trades. And if I had any, I don't trade oil on a long-term basis. I never did. I only traded oil as a day trader. It's leveraged 100 to 1. I don't want to mess with that. I only traded it as a day trade. I never held it overnight. That would be crazy. I don't like this candle at all. This candle is horrendous looking. Gold's doing well. 1929. What a nice date. Or what a nice price. Silver. Might sell some more silver this weekend. I only sold a third of my silver. Of course, I sold it right at the low. I still have a bunch of GBTC. Okay, let's get back. The data's not moving. I can't show you how to take a 10 a.m. reversal trade if I don't have data. I used to use the futures market, the real futures market, but now they're delaying the data. It used to be free data. So right now it is 9:59. It is virtually 10 a.m. I see a top. I just need one more candle. Literally one more 1-minute candle. Okay. I have to like refresh it in order to see data change. That's annoying. See, I wouldn't take the trade yet because there hasn't been any indication of a reversal. Had this candle been red and the next candle started red, I would have taken the short trade. It still can be. Because right now I have a very clean stop loss. My stop loss is a new swing high. That's a very clean stop loss. Super clean, actually. Super clean stop loss right there, right above the swing high. Makes it a very low risk trade. But I'm not ready to take the trade yet until we cross below this line. So this line is my activation on the trade. I'm gonna make it red. The blue line is the stop loss. Red line activates my trade. But if we cross the blue line before crossing the red line, everything changes. And this red line has to be next candle, not current candle. Current candle crossing this line doesn't matter. It has to be next candle. I don't know what's going on. This is terrible. Looks like we crossed the blue line, so that alters the blue line. That also alters the short trade. I'm not going long here. I'm not going to chase this rally. If I'm doing anything, I'm taking the 10 a.m. reversal trade. But the 10 a.m. reversal trade only has 10 more minutes to activate. After that, if I don't activate the 10 a.m. trade by 10:15, there is no 10 a.m. trade. Now, I thought about syncing my computer. I know it's 10:04. My computer actually has 10:07. What the hell is the time right now? It's 10:07. My computer has 10:07, but this thing is only showing me the 10 a.m. 1 minute candle. So if that's the 10 a.m. candle, the top of that candle is my stop loss, but I need to trigger a short trade, and that will only happen if we break the low of said candle or close enough to the low of said candle. That's actually the perfect 10 a.m. candle. I don't really care about the MRI at this stage. I actually don't care about anything at this stage. I only care about price action. But I really want to see the next candle, the next 1 minute candle. I'm still looking at a 10 a.m. candle, so we're 8 candles behind. This is nuts. I want to refresh. I just want to refresh this page. Maybe it'll help. It didn't help. I would love to use the official futures chart, but it's on a delay. What am I using right now? I don't even know what I'm using right now. S&P Index Cash CFD. I want to use this, ES1, but it's on a delay. How long is the delay? 10 minutes. Well, it's better. Well, 10 minutes is better, right? Because at least I'm seeing the 10 a.m. candle right now. So we're going to be on a delay. Let's use a delay. This is the 10 a.m. candle right here. The 9:59 candle. We're 10 minutes behind. It's okay. This is not a broker. This is TradingView. You're welcome to pay for my real life data feed. Hey, big fella, you got the money. You pay for it. If I'm not trading a real life data feed live, why am I going to pay for it? So there hasn't been a trade, right? So here is the candle right before 10 a.m. I need to go below that candle to activate a short trade. We haven't done that yet. And now we're consolidating at the top. We did make a clean high. I still think there is an opportunity for a short trade below this red line. And now I have a clean opportunity for a... Actually, this should be red. It's not great. We only have until 10:15 to execute a reversal 10 a.m. trade. After 10:15, it's no longer a 10 a.m. trade. And I'll put a stop loss line up here somewhere, which I would put in proper place once the short trade's been activated. I like the fact that we are continuing to rise from the opening. from the opening, we're up 23 points. That's good. Well, I don't want to know what the current price is. If I know what the current price is, it alters what I would say about the trade. That was smart of you. This creates a very clean stop loss. And if we break this red line, there's probably a short trade on the table. There it is. So this is a clean 10 a.m. reversal. I have no idea where it's going next. I'm not looking at the live chat because you guys are going to tell me what the current price of the S&P is, and I have no idea what the current price of the S&P is. And the point is, I don't want to know what the current price of the S&P is. This is how I used to trade the 10 a.m. reversal. I did it on at 10:02. It's the 10:02 candle. I have a clean swing high. I have a stop loss at the swing high. It's a beautiful reversal 1 minute candle, though I never liked 1 minute candles. And the moment I am making more money than I'm losing, that immediately becomes a break-even stop loss. Let's see how big this loss is, how much the risk is. This is 6 points worth of risk. That is actually a lot. That is more than I like to do. 6 points of risk is a lot. For me, back in my trading operation, this would be a minimum of a $600 loss. So it's either $600 or $1,200 loss. It's more than I wanted to risk on a 2-hour trade. I like this to be within, well, definitely within 5 points and probably within 4 points. Back to the 1 minute chart. If I get one more red candle here, though I might do it anyway, I'm already starting to lower the stop loss to above this other candle's high. So now I have just lowered my risk from 6 points, which on 2 contracts is $600. I've now lowered that risk to 325. That is reasonable. That is actually more than reasonable. This is where I want to be. But I can't do that at the opening of the trade because I always set it above the prior swing high. If this candle is red, that immediately lowers my stop loss to this candle's high. And then I wait for my initial $6 gain on the trade before I make it a break-even stop loss. And now there is no chance of me losing money on the day. So now what I wait for is, where do I go down 6 points? Boom, we're there. Excellent. I will do it at the close, but I'm already setting a break-even stop loss. And now it becomes a question of, when do you take profit? When do you start taking profit? Guys, I'm trading on a 10-minute delay, but I didn't know what the S&P was going to be. I had no idea. I'm not cheating here with my cell phone. I would have done this live had I had live data. It doesn't alter the way I talked about it and the way I always talk about it. It doesn't change anything. And it's good that I'm doing it on a 10-minute delay, because then no one's going to yell at me when these trades don't work out. You're like, oh, I did something stupid, like I followed you and now I lost money. Well, there you go. You can't lose money when I'm on a 10-minute delay, but I don't know what's coming. No, the stop loss position absolutely matters. 100% it matters. Has nothing to do with sizing of you. The stop loss still matters. You're right, sizing. Yes, I can make a smaller size, make it big, but no. To me, what's most important is where the stop loss is, and then I adjust the size of my trade. But in the futures market, I can't adjust the size of my trade. My minimum trade is 2 contracts. So if my stop loss is 10 points away, that's a problem. On 2 contracts, that's $1,000. So now, when do I take profit? When do I take half the trade off the table? Probably now. Probably now. If I made 10 points, I'm taking half the trade off the table. Yeah, 10 points. Even better. Right now, I'm taking half the trade off the table. So either I'm taking 1 contract off the table, or I'm taking 2 contracts off the table if this was a 4-contract trade. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I had no idea if this trade was going to stop out or if it was actually going to work in my favor. I had 0 clue. My eyes are focused on this screen and only this screen. Just because you know what the future is doesn't mean that I know what the future is. Because I'm not looking at the live market. I'm looking at this market. It's the only market I have in front of me. I'm not even looking at the Bitcoin market, and it's on a daily chart. It doesn't help me at all. So I took half off the table. Where's my new stop loss? My new stop loss is in the middle of this red candle. That's my new stop loss. I hope I don't hit it. I hope Bitcoin goes up, but at the same time, I kind of want this trade to make more money. And now I can, after this candle, after current candle, I can safely lower my stop loss to above that the prior candle's high. This is how I trade. When I was a day trader, I love this breakdown. Like, you guys should have your own style. And I would profit on this trade approximately 3 times a week. 3 out of 5 days I would profit. Once a week I would on average I would lose, and then once a week I wouldn't even take the trade because there wasn't an opportunity to take the trade. Those were my averages over like a 6-month period. Yes, there was a week where I lost every day, and yes, there was a week where I made money every day, right? And yes, there was a week where I took on 1 trade. But this is what I used to do when I was a day trader trading futures. It was I did it for a while. I made money, but I got bored and I didn't like it. Like, I don't want to be sitting here looking at 1-minute charts every single day between 9:30 in the morning and 2 p.m. I never traded after 2 p.m. And by the way, after 6 months, I wasn't crazy profitable because I always lost money by being an idiot trading market open. And then half the time I wanted to make more money at 2 p.m. And those were my downfalls. My downfalls were trading before 10 a.m. and trading after taking on trades after 1 p.m. Those were the downfalls to the strategy. Now I'm older, more patient, wiser. So if I was to come back to this trade, I wouldn't even consider looking at the market until 9:45 to make sure I don't do anything stupid like they caught a 9:30 a.m. trade. And at 1 p.m., I am out and I'm going to the gym. That's what I would do today. And if we break down one more time, I'm lowering my stop loss to right there. And my day is done. And at that point, my day is done. I can just relax and not trade the rest of the day. This would be my work day. That's it. taking on, and again, I don't know what's going to happen next. I have no idea if we're going to hit the blue line. I have no idea if we're going to go down. I don't know. I have no clue. I know I'm working on a 10-minute delay, but that's not my fault. I would have done it exactly the same way had this been real live feed. And it would have been on this ticker. Oh, I didn't lower this yet. Hold on. I didn't lower this yet. I lower it if once we break this low. So let's assume I traded my bare minimum. I would have exited at 10 points or 11 points. That's where that candle, that's what that green candle was. Let's say 11 points. In reality, it would have been a little lower than that, but I'm not going to cheat. 11 points. So on 2 contracts, that's 5,500. Sorry, 550 in my pocket. On 2 contracts, I usually traded 4. So now you double everything. This is a beautiful higher swing high. So once this goes down, once it breaks to new lows, my stop loss goes right above that candle. But for now, it's right here. I would not keep this going like past noon. It better be like at some point before noon, I'm exiting the whole thing. I'd like to exit it in the next 7 minutes. Hopefully, if it goes down. Yeah, I'm already not liking this action. I'm dying to lower my stop loss, but I need a red candle. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around. I'm gonna lower it to right there. Gives me an extra, I don't know, $50, cover my commissions. I just don't like this action. But it could work out in my favor right now. We just had 4 higher closing 1-minute candles. You know what? I don't even like 1-minute candles. Hold on. And you can move these stop losses around for free on. I want to go to a 5-minute candle real quick. Five-minute candle is about to flip. So I'll wait on the 5-minute candle, and I'm going to set this above the 5-minute candle once the 5-minute candle flips over. Perfect. There it is. Which is basically what I had before anyway. It's the same thing. Yeah. I'm setting it above the last 5-minute high. So if we break it, my day is probably done. Well, not necessarily, actually. My trading day would not be done if I exit right here. There is still an 11 a.m. reversal trade I might take, but only if we keep going down into 11 a.m., and then I would bet on the reversal. The reversal could also be at 10:30. I know it's 10:25 right now, but again, I don't know what the price is at 10:25. I only know the price is at 10:15. All right, so far so good. I was actually losing confidence in this trade, but we never hit our second stop loss. I'm happy that I took profit at 11, and hopefully the second half of my profit. By the way, if you did trade 4 contracts here, you still have an opportunity to exit half of that trade at a new low. So if you traded 2 contracts, all you have is 1 contract left, and you can't split that. But if you traded 4 contracts and you sold half, you can still sell 1 additional contract at a new swing low, which I would do, say around here somewhere. Somewhere around here. Maybe additional doubling. I don't like setting targets. Maybe this is where I would turn on the MRI. And, oh, wow, look at that. 1 minute reversal. Maybe I should have had the 1 minute MRI up. 1 to 4 candle correction. Yeah, so I would exit at the next MRI buy on a 1 minute chart if we get to it. I would exit half if I still had half to exit. Otherwise, I'm lowering the stop loss already. No, it's not. Yeah, I'll put it right there. I also want to get out of this trade so I can end this live stream or talk about tequila. By the way, shout out to David Anderson yesterday for shooting me $300, asking me to buy my favorite tequila. I'm not gonna buy my favorite tequila is now changing because after making this giant spreadsheet, I'm trying all of these other tequilas that are very highly rated and ranked and they're clean. And the Herradura Selection Suprema had already made it to 2nd place on my list, and I have not yet tried Tears of Llorona, but I'm gonna try Tears of Llorona. I'm gonna stop by a store today that I know used to have it. It is a $300 bottle. It might have been $350 at the store. I saw it online for about $290. And I can't wait to buy this tequila and try it. I heard so many good things about this tequila. I've never had it, but I can't wait to try it. Yeah, so the things on this list are moving. Now that I'm trying all of them, I ranked them based on what I knew and what is globally respected or respected in Mexico. And recently I tried, I saw Don Fulano Añejo. I bought that bottle. I have a G4, I have everything G4 down in Panama. I was able to get wholesale prices on G4 in Panama. That was great. And I got the Casa Noble Añejo. This one might be ranked a little bit high, but the thing is, I did like a blind taste test with my dad, and we had the Casa Noble Añejo. We had the Don Fulano Añejo, which is supposed to be one of the best. I got this for about $75, and I got this one also for about $75. So this one came in above my estimated price. This one came in below my estimated price. And then the third one was all the way down here. A very price-effective bottle of, where is it? Right here, El Mayor, which is a mid-shelf tequila. I buy it for about $32. I got this for $32. And in a blind taste test with myself and my dad, unfortunately, the Don Fulano did not do very well. For me, I really like the Casa Noble, which is unfortunate in a way. It's a good tequila, but it may have additive. And my dad actually liked the El Mayor. And again, it was a blind test. Like, he didn't know which bottle it was. Neither did I. We had somebody else pour it for us. So, I like that one second. And like Don Fulano came in third for both of us between those two other bottles. And one of them was like half price of the Don Fulano. But you also have to be careful with the additives, right? Like when your bottle has additives, it makes it taste a little bit better than a tequila should. So it's unfortunate. Like tequila should have 0 additives. Like they should not be allowed, but they're legally allowed up to 1%. So I really need to do these tests with known additive-free tequilas. Let's go back to the chart. Let's see if my stop loss got hit. It did not. My stop loss did not get hit. Oh, it's about to. I'm lowering it. It's over. I'm out of this trade. That's a big pump. New swing high, and I'm out. Didn't make it to an MRI buy. Maybe we'll get lucky, and we will. 5-minute candle. Yep, I'm now lowering the stop loss to the current candle's high on a 5-minute. I don't really need to use the 1 minute anymore much. We break the current 5 minutes high, and I'm out. And it looks like I'm out. And I'm out. I'm out. You can see the piercing of the line. I'm out. So how did the trade do? Well, initially it made 11 points. And then on a follow-up, on a continuation, it made another 12.5. So let's split the difference. And that's why I'm out. And this is also why you need to learn how to trade so you can do this yourself. I had confidence in this trade. It didn't matter whether it was in real time or on a 10-minute delay because I didn't know what the future was going to be. You need to paper trade like this for like 6 months, and then you'll have the confidence to act on these trades in real time. Otherwise, you have no confidence to act on these trades in real time. You're not going to be a real trader. Now I'd be bullish, but I'm not going to give up my gains. That's it. My trade day is done. That's good enough. That was an average of 11.5. So if I traded 2 contracts, that's $1,100. If I traded 4 contracts like I usually did, that's, over $2,000. Commissions are small. The commissions are like $1 or $2. So you don't have to worry about commissions. You don't have to worry about funding rates. You don't have to worry about a percentage of the size of your trade. Commissions trading S&P futures are $2, like $1 per contract, maybe $2. It depends on your broker. Somewhere between $1 and $2 per contract. That should be what you pay. So, like I said, at a minimum, I'm walking away with over $1,000. Probably over 2 because I was trading most of the time. I was trading 4 contracts. But that was me. But I was trading this in an account that had over $100,000 in. We're done. I wish this SP 500, which is supposed to give me data in real time, was giving me data in real time, but it wasn't. Well, whatever this thing is, it's giving me data in real time. Oh, but it doesn't have overnight market. It's not really a futures market. I don't know. I just don't have a good ticker. I don't have a good ticker. Also, no overnight market. So I don't even remember what I was using before. Is it this? I have no idea. No idea. This could be useful. Maybe I was using this in the past. I don't know. Looks like this has real-time data. I didn't have time to like mess around and look for real-time data because I wanted to show you how to make a trade. Yeah, this looks like real-time data. There we go. Oh, it kept going up. Okay, so I'm like wondering, I'm like, man, didn't I get out over here somewhere? Yeah, because this is real-time data. Yeah, see, this was disappointing. I would have expected this to go lower. We broke the swing low. We were on our way lower. I was anticipating lower prices. But it didn't happen, and I took my stop loss right here. Well, the question is now what? Well, now I'm bullish. Am I going to chase a bull side? No, of course not. I'm not going to give up my gains. Like I just made between $1,000 and $2,000. Why would I risk that? That's it. That's a good day. I'm done. Because on a shit day, I will lose less than $500. So no matter what happens, I'm probably making money this week. So why would I risk it? So I'm done trading for the day. This is how I was doing it back in the day. Like I said, my mistakes were giving up those gains later on in the day or starting in a big hole by trying to trade 930. Those were my big mistakes. On weeks where I was disciplined, almost always made money. What future expiration date did you trade? I always traded the most liquid, and the most liquid is always the nearest expiration, unless it's close to expiration day, and then liquidity changes to the next month. So 80% of the time, I'm trading the nearest monthly future, and 20% of the time, I'm trading the next monthly future, because liquidity starts to dry up a week or so before expiration. But I'm still bullish right now. Daily chart. All right. We're done. We're absolutely done. I mean, next time I'll try to use this. I mean, this wasn't working before. I mean, they all work like shit, basically. I wish I could have done this in real time. I wanted to do it in real time. I didn't have much of a choice. Trust me, it would have been identical in real time. There would have been zero difference in real time. If I wasn't on a 10-minute delay, it would have been identical. There would have been no difference at all. You've seen me do the exact same thing before. Worked out most of the time, not always. I'd say I've done this about a few dozen times. It's worked out 80% of the time. Yeah, Credit Suisse is having some issues. I talked about Litecoin yesterday. The halving is not till August. Why are people like interested in a Litecoin halving? Is Monero still rising against Bitcoin? No, that's over. Yeah, it couldn't break its prior swing high. New lows incoming. I mean, enjoy losing your savings holding on to Monero, but I mean, it only has one path. These shitcoins only have one path. There's no other, there's nowhere else for them to go. They can't compete with Bitcoin. They just can't. I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand. The mining death spiral will come to Monero as well. I know Monero is infinite supply. Monero has a disinflationary model, so it will have more and more Monero coming out forever, but it's not a finite supply coin. So I don't think it has halvings. But now it's diluting its supply. So like they can't win. They can't win. Every change that a shitcoin makes to be better than Bitcoin is actually it actually has its own problems. How's Bitfarms doing? I didn't take the trade. I was just too busy. It hit my buy zone. I just but I don't know. I wasn't in front of a computer. I wasn't. My life would be very different if I wasn't an influencer, I guess. I don't know another word for it. If I wasn't a public person, I probably would have taken that trade, though it wouldn't have been easy because the MRI was not very helpful. It would have been hard for me to take the trade, even if I was paying super close attention to it all day, every day. It would have been hard to take the trade. The TA didn't line up. We came back to my area of support, which at the moment, this blue line seems a bit random, but it never, it was a red star candle. It gapped after that. It's now pulled back. Like my TA here is not lining up. The TA here lined up, but the TA here is just not lining up. Yeah, the TA here is just not lining up. It would have been hard for me to take the trade. I need TA to line up. I don't enter trades based on feelings. TA has to line up. How's DraftKings doing? Look at that. Yeah, it is March Madness, gambling time. So here's where TA can line up. TA here is looking great. If we pull back, we just did an MRI top. If we pull back into these moving averages, if we pull back into $15, this becomes very nice. Very, very nice. We definitely had the 50% correction. Well, actually, not off of IPO. Was this a spec? Yeah. Yeah, this could line up super nicely. Why am I on stocks? Oh, Credit Suisse. Is it CS? Yeah. I mean, you have to be crazy to buy this company. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I think they're done. I mean, the stock is telling you they're done. Beautiful top, monthly MRI top in 2007. How did it do on a weekly in 07? Oh my God, weekly MRI top in 07 as well. Wow. Weekly lined up inside the month. I wonder if there was a daily MRI top at that time as well. When was this? When was this week? Or the week before? April of 07. I may have to use this tool. Ah, no daily MRI. That's okay. I got the weekly and the monthly. Weekly right here and monthly right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so I think this company's done. Definitely not a falling knife I'd want to catch. I mean, it did bounce over here, but I would need all of these moving averages to reverse. Now, Deutsche Bank. No, I wouldn't touch this either. I wouldn't touch anything Europe. Deutsche Bank also weekly top. 07. What about the monthly? Oh my God. Holy shit. Can't make this shit up. Look at that. Look, everyone that's watching me right now, everyone should have access to the MRI if you're a trader. I mean, this is my #1 indicator to use to identify potential tops. Yeah, I use other stuff as well, but so the government did not siphon off any extra oil, which is super interesting with the oil price going down. I still say the halving is going to be in March. We're back to 9.5 minutes right now. But still, I don't know when the difficulty adjustment will be. I still think this will be in early March. The Fed is considering not raising interest rates. Oh, no, we're back to 25. This was higher. This was like 60% yesterday. These things are flipping so much. I think the Fed will raise rates. Well, ECB was way behind the ball. Bitcoin's above 25K, as expected. Right here in the beginning of the show, as expected. How's the S&P doing? I think the S&P pulled back, no? All right, what the hell? No, we're still rising. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's our 1-minute chart. But I wouldn't take on any more trades today. I'm done. Done with trading for the day. I think I used to use this ticker and then it stopped being good. So I had to switch to another ticker. The weekly really needs to get back above these moving averages and quickly. Like it better be next week, otherwise it's screwed. Hillray. Can never find the ticker. No, it looks bad. It looks very bad. That's a monthly chart though. The monthly chart looks bad. Looks like a shit coin. The weekly chart looks worse. And the daily chart looks good. So That's a beautiful reversal candle, puts in a serious low. We're rallying today. So I am bullish on a daily scale for a 1 to 4 candle correction, but we're already potentially 2 candles in, or 1.5, because the day has just started. Had I been paying attention to it this morning, I might have taken the morning trade, like around 10 a.m. when the S&P is reversing. I might have, if I was a day trader and I felt like trading a stock, this might have been it around 10 a.m. or around 10:30 with this green star candle on a 5-minute chart. So I would still be bullish Tilray today. And it can rally back to the moving average, though it struggled to get there recently. But the weekly scale is horrendous. You still have multiple weeks to go. I would be very bullish for earnings, though. Like, how bad can earnings be at this stage? They've never been able to beat earnings. And I see right here, they didn't meet earnings, but the stock went up. And then over here, they didn't meet earnings, and the stock went up. And over here, they had a good earnings, but the stock crashed. Here, they had a good earnings, and the stock kept going down. But now the stock is so low that good or bad earnings might actually pump the stock. So on a weekly scale, I still think this thing is going to keep falling into earnings. And the MRI buy on a weekly scale is coming in 3 weeks. So there's a high chance that if you're sitting below $2 going into earnings, there's very, very limited downside at that point. Now, I never guess what's going to happen on earnings. But if I was forced to take this trade and it's below $2 going into earnings, I would be pretty damn bullish that no matter what the earnings report is, there will be a rally. Hyperwave chart for Bitcoin. I don't think there should be anything related to hyperwave for Bitcoin. Load layout. Here's my hyperwave for Bitcoin. Well, very interesting. I should have Socrates back on the show. Well. So if we reset the hyperwave, that this is phase 1, and this is phase 2. You know, we can even make it more proper. It doesn't change anything. I can move this up here. And I can move this line up. Just to make it, you know, very clear that, oh, I can do it up here as well. Cover that top. And do it like that. This creates some very interesting situations. Because now I can draw phase 3. This should be green, really. This should be its own show. I got to get Socrates and maybe Mark. Mark, if you're watching. This is very promising. By the way, those interested in learning what hyperwave is, products and services, on-demand videos. I know I promised you guys I would release Consensio, and I will do it for free. I just want to watch it live with everyone. I just have not had the time. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it soon. And then you can still purchase hyperwave. I should probably drop the price a bit. This is like 5 hours of videos or more. It's like it was 2 multi-day seminars. I think this is 20 hours. There's also a book on hyperwaves. So this is interesting. Now, phase 3 is not going to last that long, which makes sense because the halving's coming. So phase 3 is maybe like this. We do need to hit it one more time, ideally. Oh boy, that's gonna suck actually, because that would be back at 20K, and we were just at 20K. Maybe we won't hit it one more time. The angle on phase 3 is not that steep. If it was like this, that would be great, because then we can hit it. No. It's rough. It's really rough. We almost need to go up straight from here. Yeah, but phase 4 is short. Whoa. Oh yeah, it's only 90,000. Yeah, phase 4 is short. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call on this one. It's a really tough call on this one. Because we went up too high here. If we didn't go up too high, if we did this, if we did something like this, at the end of the year, well, actually, this one wouldn't have been as high, right, as low, like that. This would have been perfect. And then go into phase 4 from here. That would have been perfect. Right through the halving, right into 2025. That would have been great. All right, I'm going to leave it here. It's already been an hour. More than an hour. What am I saying? I've been on this for like an hour and a half. I'm going to go join Spaces. Maybe it'll work this time. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. And see you all on the next one. Oh, I see some super chats from Andreas. What do you think about the $2 trillion could be injected into the U.S. banking system by the Fed? I don't really care. Emergency loan program. I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll be that much, and I think it's just they are using it to like save the banks. How is it going with hyper? Oh yeah, that's the hyperwave chart. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for me. One more peek at the hourly Bitcoin chart. I like this. I'm very bullish here. This looks great. Looks great. Did I delete that projection thing? I didn't mean to. MRI top, 1 to 4 hour correction. Now we're about to break it. I'm bullish. I'm still bullish. Check out the financial summit. Check out. Oh, this is me testing the system. Check out unconfiscatable in December, and see you guys there. Talk to you all on the next one.